You remember 8-ups?
Well, this came from the 8-ups? Yes. Explain the 8-ups to everybody.
So 8-ups, also sometimes known as crazy eights. Um, it's like a brainstorming exercise, I guess. Uh, so you take a sheet of paper, right? You section off the whatever you're drawing on into eight quadrants,
Right.
and then you have to draw 8 ideas in 8 minutes. So like about a minute per idea, which is tough.
It's super overwhelming because, like, you might have an idea for the first 3, but
Yeah,
after that, your brain just is like, okay, what's a thing? Like,
yeah.
I remember by the end of it, I was like Googling, like, what's happening in the world right now?
What's going on, everyone? I am Phil, along here with Joe.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
I'm good. So we're continuing our series, taking a look at our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive T-shirts. We are at 2024 right now, and this is the year we did not 1, but 2 exclusive shirts for San Diego Comic-Con.
And we turned it into a game too.
We did. So the 2 shirts are, I mean, they're versions of Turtle and Bunny. So we have Turtle with the katana on the left here, and then Bunny with the claws on the right. Bunny obviously evokes Wolverine. Um, Turtle. Some people think he's a Ninja Turtle.
I mean, it's very Ninja Turtle, but next to Wolverine, we hope that it evokes Deadpool. I mean,
Yes.
also because these shirts were debuted at San Diego Comic-Con the same week that Deadpool and Wolverine came out, right?
Yeah. So Deadpool and Wolverine came out that Friday or Thursday, I guess technically. So yeah, like debuted these shirts as exclusives for that show because we knew that Deadpool and Wolverine was coming out.
Right. And I think it was good, right?
I think so. Yeah. Um, so you kind of mentioned the game that we did. So this kind of throwback to how Turtle vs. Bunny first started. Um, when we did the Turtle vs. Bunny webcomic and people got to vote on who they wanted to see win the race, Turtle or Bunny, and we had a complicated way of scoring that. Um, some of it which was to buy the shirts. So if you bought a turtle shirt, you were voting for turtle. If you bought a bunny shirt, you were voting for bunny. So we kind of
We
did that
offered
on.
tons of ways, like free ways for people to vote. Like there was actually a voting, like click this, but then we encouraged them actually to get creative with it too. Like if you did fan art of one of them, that would be worth 5 points as opposed to just one click. But yeah, buying a shirt was worth a lot. If you bought a shirt, then
Yeah,
yeah,
it was worth the most points.
yes.
Um, so before we actually get into the design of the shirts, Joe, do you remember how we came up with these ideas? These 2 shirts?
No, I know they came out of sketches that we had done,
Yeah.
specifically the turtle one. I had sketched that for a project we were working on, and I was like, "This is good enough to be a shirt." But what's your memory of it?
So this was actually I don't know if we did this specifically for San Diego, but when we were thinking about shirts for the year, we did the 8-ups. You remember 8-ups?
This came from the 8-ups? Yes. Explain the 8-ups to everybody.
So 8-ups, also sometimes known as crazy eights. Um, it's like a brainstorming exercise, I guess. Uh, so you take, I guess, like a sheet of paper. I use a sheet of paper. I think you drew on your iPad. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
So you section off the whatever you're drawing on into eight quadrants,
Right.
and then you have to draw 8 ideas in 8 minutes. So like about a minute per idea, which uh, is tough.
It's super overwhelming because, like, you might have an idea for the first 3, but
Yeah,
after that, your brain just is like, "Okay, what's a thing?" And then
yeah.
you're just making something. You're like, "Oh, okay, there was a Planet of the Apes movie this year. Like, I'll do one about that. And what's cool about that?" And you have to do all that in a minute. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember by the end of it, I was like Googling, like, what's happening in the world right now? um, but this came out of that. That's so cool.
Yeah. So, like, the idea of the 8 ups is that, like, you're trying to get out as many ideas as you can. Like, obviously, the what we drew was super sketchy, and, like, just trying to get the idea down on paper. And I have mine, so maybe we'll throw those up because like, there's some ideas that we use later on, and some ideas we haven't used it yet, and I don't know if we will, but
So we're just gonna put a big copyright over our sketches, even if you can't tell what's going on.
yeah. So I think, like, these came out of that. The
That's
idea
cool.
that Turtle and Bunny were Deadpool and Wolverine.
It is a fun idea. I think the original idea you had was them on the same shirt, right? Do it almost like a versus shirt,
Well, I think, well,
or
so the thing with the 8 ups is that, like, you start off with, like, a couple of ideas, and, like, because it's such a short time frame, like, your brain is like, well, maybe I'll mash them together. Like, the
yeah.
things, like, you're like you're continuing like a train of thoughts with the 8 ups generally. So, like, initially it was them separately. I I cheated. Like, I was like, one was Charlotte, one was Bunny, and then it was to them together.
Oh, so you made it into three,
Yeah, three.
and then a fourth one. It's none of them. It's just a white shirt.
Kind of, like, the fourth one that I drew was not related to Turtle or Bunny.
That's
Neither
good.
was the fifth one, I think. Um,
That's good.
so yeah.
Yeah, mine was all over the map too. I think I had 2 Galactus themed ones because I knew, Fantastic Four was hot then. Was it? No. Why did I do Fantastic Four like a year ago?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's on me. My bad. Um, so how did the game work? Like, if someone was approaching the table, what would you
So,
say to them? Or yeah,
I mean, so we had a board kind of on the right side of our booth, um, and it was an image of Turtle and Bunny fighting, and we had come up with various themes throughout or for each day, um and people could, like, scan the QR code. I think it was that, or go to a certain URL, to vote on who they wanted to see win, and they also got to vote for what weapon they were going to use.
right. That was fun. I wasn't in San Diego with you, so then you would tell me at the end of the day who won. I would draw it, send it to you that night, and then you would wake up early the next morning to print it out before the show.
Yeah, I would, because there's I was going to say Kinkos, but it's not Kinkos anymore. It's a FedEx in the convention hall. So, like, I would go there before the show opened on that day and print out, like, paper that I already, brought, and then, like, trim off the sides because you did, like, black borders.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. It's fine. And I would paste it up for that day, and then, people would vote and whatnot. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun doing it that way. We also kept track of the sales of, I think, these particular shirts, not the original Turtle and Bunny shirts that
Yeah, that
we
didn't
were
count.
selling.
Did people ask
Yeah.
if that counted? Like, because we have Turtle with the bazooka. Someone's
Yeah.
like, "If I buy this one, does that count?" And you're like, "No, only sword turtle."
I don't remember if I told people or not. I don't know if people asked. Um, I may have told them that it counted. I don't know, just to get
Yeah,
them to buy
I
the
mean, a
shirt.
sale's a sale. I can't. Yeah, I can't imagine it was like someone was like, "I would like to buy this," and you're like, "No, you can't." Like, no. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you buy anything, it counts towards whatever you want it to count towards.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Maybe we'll throw up some of those images as well, just to
Yeah,
show
that'd be
you
fun.
what those look like. Um, the thing with that though is, because San Diego is on the West Coast and you're on the East Coast, there was a 3-hour time difference between when you thought the show ended and when it actually ended.
Right. So I would be all, at like 8 o'clock my time. I'd be like, "So who's in the lead?" And you'd be like, you know, "It's not time yet."
So, like, I think um the show ends at around, like, 7, I think, each day, except for the preview night, which ends at 9. So that would've, like, the preview night would've ended at midnight East Coast
My
time.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. so like I would give you updates like as the day went on just to see like, oh, this is how we're leaning.
Yeah, like, if it's that late, like, it would be almost easier for me to draw up both options and then get them done before a reasonable time at night, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I guess back to these designs. Um, there were some changes I think that we did before we went to the final version of these, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think the big one was the swords. I think, originally they were pointing straight up, like,
Yeah,
he had them, and then you recommended, uh, putting them in the X, which is great. Like, it totally makes sense, especially for, um, it being, like, an X-Men related idea,
yeah,
um, but also just compositionally, it's just better. Like, it makes everything it connects everything together. "Oh, man, I'm moving it? I'm on the wrong thing." It keeps
yeah,
everything moving together.
yeah. So actually, I think the reason why I suggested it to have the katanas be crossed is that otherwise it would have been like too tall of a design. I think.
Oh, sure. People's collars would be, like, right here, and the
Yeah.
swords would be just going on.
So I was like, can we bring it down a little bit?
However it got there, it worked. There was also at some point, how Bunny has a shadow.
Yeah,
There was also a shadow here, but which looked fine in black and white on the page, but inverted and then tossed onto a dark background, it looked like it it didn't read quite as a shadow, more like just this weird blob on the ground. Uh,
yeah.
so that was lifted out, but other than that, I don't remember any of the changes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there were a ton of changes. Um, but yeah, I definitely remember the position of the swords. Um, I did not remember the shadow. Although, like, it's weird because like when you think of these as like drawings, you think of them in like the kind of like a 3D space. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
but like
sure. Yeah.
on a shirt, like it's not. They're not necessarily in the 3D space.
Right. You want it to read more like a sticker. You don't want it,
Yeah,
they don't need to be believably walking on ground.
yeah. But I think also with the color of the shirts, um, I think we initially wanted like a green and a blue to because those are the colors for Turtle and Bunny on our normal shirts.
Right.
Um,
I mean,
Turtle and Bunny was on our coat.
I was
Yeah,
originally pinching, brown and orange, classic my era Wolverine.
yeah,
But, but yeah, this made more sense and looks good, and I'm sure sold better than a doo-doo brown, turtle shirt was sold.
Did we also do we also try like a red like turtle on red and then like
I'm sure we did
bunny
red
on
and yellow
yellow?
maybe. Oh
Yeah,
god. Like, Deadpool and Wolverine, the movie, barely pulled that off. There's no way we could've. Yeah, I can't imagine someone being like, "I'm gonna buy that yellow bunny shirt."
yeah,
There's no way.
yeah. I think like we settled on the green because like turtle on a green shirt, like, that makes sense. If it's not
Makes
on a
sense.
green shirt, then it's like, why is it not green?
Yeah, I think we arrived at the right decision.
Yeah, I think so too.
And how did
Um,
the shirt do at the show?
I mean, I think they did pretty well. Like, so because we got 2 different exclusive shirts, I'll have to check to see, like, if I got the same amount. Because generally, like, when I do 1 exclusive, like, we'll do, like, X number of shirts, but I don't know if I had, like,
You may have cut that in
like,
half and done
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know that I cut it in
So
half, but, like, I don't know if I got less than that. I may not have. Um, so we probably sold more than our normal exclusive shirts, but we definitely didn't sell out of these shirts. So,
either
there's
design.
still
Yeah.
some of these available.
Cool.
I don't know if they're on the store yet, but if they're not, I will put them up on the store by the time this airs. So you can purchase these shirts if they are
Right
available.
now. Nice.
Alright. Um, so I guess, do you have any other comments on this shirt before we call it?
They came out pretty good, I think. And I love these characters. I draw these guys all the time. Um, to have we haven't done a shirt with these two in a while, so it was fun
Yeah.
to bring them back and put them front and center for a show. Uh, and they're cool. They came out cool. Wouldn't change a thing. Maybe.
Yeah. It's too late. We've already printed them. We're not printing them again.
No, never.
All right, everyone. Well, this was our 2024 exclusives. Turtle with katana and bunny with claws, or Deadpool, turtle, and Wolverine bunny, or Ninja Turtle and then Wolverine bunny. So let us know what you thought about these shirts. If you got one, or if you picked one or versus the other, or you got both. Um, or if you would like to see some of our other 8-ups designs made into shirts. Yeah,
Should do a live 8-up, or not a live, but we should record us doing an 8-up one time. Uh, because even though we'd be giving away all the ideas, it would still be fun just to show that sort of process.
yeah. It would be 8 minutes of nerve wracking, like it
Yeah.
would basically 8 minutes of us both heads down, like flop sweating.
I, maybe it's edited down to a tight 4 minutes where we just review.
Yeah, maybe we just speed that up.
Yeah, that's a plan. I like that.
Anyway, if you like this, if you want to see more of these behind the scenes shirt videos, let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will catch you all in the next one.